A sonic toothbrush for 15 bucks? Let's have a look. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at this. This is the GZH electric toothbrush, and it's really nice and has a crazy price point. So let's go ahead and put one of the heads on, and I will show you by pushing a button that it is an electric toothbrush. It's actually operating at 31,000 strokes a minute, and it has 5 brush modes. On the front, it actually shows you which brush mode you're in, which might or might not be helpful. We'll come back to that. But it has clean, and then the next option is, whoops, sorry. It has clean. The next option is refresh, and then there's whiten. Well, we keep turning it off. And then there's gum care, and then there's the sensitive mode, because quite frankly, sometimes when you're using these electric toothbrushes, it actually gets all tickly and it can make your teeth feel weird, so that's not a great thing. Now, I thought it'd be fun to actually put this in water, so we'll see. This sort of kind of shows you a little bit about what's going on. Maybe we shouldn't be in sensitive mode. So you can't really tell, it doesn't really work that well, but the different modes just they're tending to operate slightly differently, but in all cases, yes, there we go. So I'll just put it right at the top. In all cases, it's true that every 30 seconds it turns off for just a fraction of a second, and after 2 minutes of brushing, it turns off completely. Now, I can simulate that, but honestly, 2 minutes of having this thing vibrate, not super exciting. Now, it does come with 2 heads. So this one is the comfort head. No, I'm sorry. This one is the professional head, and this one is the comfort head. And in both situations, they have indicator bristles. So you can see there's some color in there. When the color goes away, it's time to replace your brush heads. But here's what's really cool is that everything that they're doing here is to try to make this maximally affordable. So brush heads are somewhere between $1 and $3 per unit. And they're going to have a subscription service where for $1 a month, you subscribe, and every 3 months they'll send you a new head. And that's about how frequently you should be changing the heads on your electric toothbrush, or throwing away and starting over with a new toothbrush if you're just using the old manual style. Now, if you're using a manual toothbrush, then you really need to upgrade to one of these. These are so much better. These are equivalent to like 10 times the duration of cleaning with just a manual toothbrush. They're just doing more and getting more tooth surface. So pretty much every dentist is now highly encouraging people to use these sonic toothbrushes. That's just the name for the style of vibration it's using. So let's see. It's also IPX7 waterproof, which is important so that I can do things like this and not say, oh man, I just ruined my toothbrush. Now, some people actually use toothbrushes in the shower. I find that extremely bizarre, but if you're one of them, then I mean, what is your thinking? Please leave a comment and explain to me why you do that. I just don't get it. But you can do that with this toothbrush because it is IPX7 completely waterproof, so you can clean your teeth while you're showering. I mean, do you like leave the shampoo on your hair while you're doing it? I just honestly don't get it. A charge takes about 4 hours, and it'll last somewhere about 150 to 200 cleanings, which means that's well over a month if you're cleaning twice a day, as you should be. Now, the only thing about the charging is that some of the fancier, like the Philips and Braun, have these like fancy charging bases and all that. This is much more mundane. This is just a hole, and there's a plug, and you plug it in. And then the other end, you plug into whatever USB charger you happen to have. It includes the cord, but it doesn't include a wall charger. But I suppose you could plug this into your computer and let it just plug in overnight, and then in the morning you'll pull it out and it would actually be charged. Now, when you're running it, one of the indicator lights is actually battery status. So I can see my battery is full. So you don't really want to be halfway through your teeth, cleaning your teeth, and have the thing die on you. That's really a drag. So really, not much else to talk about. I'm actually really like this. So I've been using this for a couple of days. I've tried both heads. I can't actually feel any difference between them. I suppose the difference is in the shape and the number of bristles, but To my teeth, they feel exactly the same. I wish they had one that was a little bit harder. These are really soft, a little softer than I'm used to, but it's very, very good. It's a very competent toothbrush. 30 seconds outside front, 30 seconds inside top, outside bottom, inside bottom. 2 minutes later, you got nice, clean, fresh teeth, and it's good for your breath too. That's important. And it's just, this is a very nice, simple little design. There's really no logos, no graphics. It doesn't even tell you the manufacturer. It's just very subtle. And like I said, when you turn it on, it'll show you what mode you're in on the front, but you really don't want to be doing this unless you have it in your mouth, because otherwise your toothpaste is going everywhere. So I'm not sure that's hugely beneficial. And as I've already demonstrated, there is potential for a little bit of confusion with the button, because a short push gets you to the next mode and a longer push turns it off, except sometimes that doesn't seem to be quite right. So the good news is that it's not a huge crisis. And I actually find that I like the whiten mode, which I'll get to that one. So if you can hear, it does that for 2 minutes. That's a little annoying. I'm not sure what their logic was, but I will tell you, after a minute of having what sounds like a klaxon in the distance, it gets a little bit tedious. So you can turn it off, you can go to a different mode. You can try multiple modes and have the top teeth white and the bottom teeth gum healthy, whatever. Or you can mix it up over multiple cleanings. It's all good. Now, before I tell you the price, and they have some cool price transparency that I want to show you too, but before I tell you the price, do me a favor and click on that little red button in the corner, or otherwise subscribe to my channel. I get tons of consumer electronics and I review them all. I'm super honest, so please subscribe and you can keep up too. That would be super appreciated. Okay, so this is the GZH electric toothbrush. And here's their price transparency off their website. You can see exactly how much all the components cost. And by itself, it runs under $15. But of course, you have to get it shipped to you. So that ends up with a total price of $19.89. But seriously, 20 bucks, and that's including shipping, and it comes with everything you see here, including both of these toothbrush heads. So you can try which one you like, but in my experience, they're pretty similar. So this is like a 6-month teeth cleaning and you're set. And what I really like is, because of its long battery life, you can charge it at the first of the month and it'll run through the end of the month, including if you're on business trips, because you don't want to take cords and chargers and charging bases. That's all super tedious. So none of that is necessary. Really like it. So GZH electric toothbrush, $19.89 including shipping, and you can pick it up at ecoincommerce.io. And soon eCoinCommerce will be supporting cyber currencies too, but for now you can buy it with regular old online transactions. Worth it. Good toothbrush is a super smart investment in your dental and mental health. This is Dave Taylor. I have been drinking a lot of coffee. I even have coffee here, so I need to clean my teeth again, so I will catch you in my next video.